Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrapping Cane. Today I'm sharing an 8.5 by 11 layout, and I chose this paper here is from a paper pad. That's going to be my background. I'm actually not sure who it's by. That was a paper pad I had tore down, and I don't remember who it's by. I think it's We Are Memory Keepers, but I'm not sure, and it's way old. This here is a mix of close to my heart embellishments that I had in my stash. This was from the girl collection. It was a little baby girl and baby boy collection. And I have mainly just pieces left of the embellishments, but no papers. So I brought in papers from Pink Paislee. And this was an older little girl collection, or Little Adventures, what it was called. It was actually a mix of boy and girl. And you could buy a sticker sheet for the girl or a sticker sheet for the boy and papers to match. And they kind of complement each other. I have little pieces of both, but mainly I have the girl collections left. These here are thickers, and that's a larger alpha that I do plan on using for my title. The smaller alpha actually does not make it on the layout in the end. And the photo is of me. It's another photo that my grandfather took. I have a couple of other pages in my album that are already done. And I believe they're on my Instagram account. I'll have to check. And if they are, I'll link them below so you guys can check them out. And they're photos from the same day. The background I decided to mat with about a 1/4 inch border or so. It's probably a little bit bigger than that, but not bigger than a 1/2 inch. Um, and the paper I used for the background is a Simple Stories paper from a fall collection, actually, but it's just a gray that matches the photo. So that's why I chose to border the paper or border the layout with that paper. There we go. Words would be good today. Um, and I'm matting my photo with the pink paisley papers. And that was a cute little pink heart paper and then a star cluster paper. And I didn't get either one of those. I'm really just trying to use up these little 6x6 papers that I have left, since that's all I really have left of this collection. The frames actually were from a 12x12 paper, and it was just full of frames. So I did cut all of those apart. I showed a few of them just as like embellishments, but I did end up cutting the whole entire 12x12 paper and cutting all the frames out. And then I'm going to use 8 of them on the layout, but not really as frames, just as layering in the corners. So I'm going to layer it up at the top right and the bottom left. And I picked the cream, a light pink, a dark pink, and a gold yellow color. And I used larger frames at the bottom and smaller frames at the top. And there's really no rhyme or reason to that. I just laid them down, and if it looked good, that's how they stayed. Um, and I'm going to add embellishments to the top and bottom, and then a title. And I kept it fairly simple. I was just, like, again, trying to use up stash and get these photos documented. This photo here will be 50 years old this year. So I'm trying to get my album done and get my family album done because, like I said, I might not be here to, finish the albums and get the stories told. So I want to get as many stories told as I possibly can, because there's a lot of stories that aren't told of my mom's or my dad's, because one, my mom either doesn't really remember the story any longer, and my dad is no longer here. So I want to get as many stories told as I possibly can. That's my goal. So here I'm adding a little bit of the flowers. I added this cute little doll, and I did keep I used a little blonde. There was a blonde doll, a redhead doll, and then a little doll that had a darker complexion with darker hair. And I chose to use the little blonde doll because when I was a baby, I had blonde hair and blue eyes. I no longer have blonde hair and blue eyes. And anybody that sees me now as an adult is like, "You had blonde hair and blue eyes?" Because I have very dark hair and brown eyes. But as a little baby, I was very much, I had very light colored hair and blue eyes. And in the photo, I wish the photo was actually in color. My hospital picture is in color. And in my hospital picture, you can see I have really light hair versus this photo here. It kind of looks like my hair is dark, but it was just what my mom used to call peach fuzz. There wasn't a whole lot of hair on my head, and I have a ton of hair now. So that's just a little something to know. And I do plan on adding just a little bit of journaling. It'll be at the bottom and it'll be in strips. And I will print it out. I usually don't write on any of my layouts, and that's just my choice. So here I'm going to attach my photo. And as you saw, it was all up on Playfoam. The photo and the two embellishment clusters at the top and the bottom are on Playfoam. And then the little doll I'm going to add here in the corner. And I was trying not to cover up my feet because I do have little baby moccasins on my feet. And that was something that my mom liked, and I'm sure my mom chose those for me to wear. So I wanted to go ahead and keep those in the photo as much as possible and be able to see those. Because you, in the photo in real life, you can tell they are moccasins, not just baby booties. And so here we're going to add a little sweet is the main part, and then I'll have little one is on the banner sticker that I'm going to add over the E and the T area. And then I'll add a little bit of flowers, and I didn't really want it to be straight, but I didn't want it to be really crooked or off, but I definitely didn't want it to be perfectly straight. So I kind of tilted some of the letters a little bit. And I'm going to add a little bit of flowers, and these are a mix of the die cuts from the Pink Paislee collection and from the Close to My Heart sticker sheet, or the, they called them compliments. They were kind of like chipboard, but not as thick as chipboard. They're actually a really nice thick cardstock. I wish they still made them. Unfortunately, Close to My Heart won't be making anything, I guess, anymore. But they're really a nice thickness. So these are little hearts. Those are the same thing. And I'm adding those around into each cluster. And then the last little flower you see to the right-hand side, it kind of looks like I forgot about it. But I will end up gluing it down right at the end after I finish the sequence. So I'm going to put the sequence down, and then I will cut away, glue them down, and come back and I'll add that flower, and I will be done. And the sequins are from Spiegelmom Scraps. And again, at any time if you order a sequence, you can use my code Jennifer15 and save 15%. And this is a mix of older sequence packs. I just pulled them out of my stash, and I was kind of matching just colors. So I don't use all of the colors that you see in the packages. I'm just picking out certain ones. So that one had a little bit more cream and tan, so I picked a couple of those to put out. This one here had yellow, and it has pink and white. And the larger white ones, the yellow and a little tiny pink one makes it on there, but the tiny pink ones actually go inside for a center on the flowers. So I'm just gonna, those are they're like coppery rose gold color. They match the title piece suite. So that's why I added those in, the little flowers. And then I'll bring in the other pack, and I add just one of those, or one to each cluster. And that's a pink sequence, like a lighter pink that matches the papers. And so I'm just gonna put those ones randomly in, but very selective of where I place it, but they're at random, I guess, kind of, sort of. I can't just toss them down and then glue them down in place. It's just not me. So I do place them individually where I want them. And then I believe I will be done. Like I said, I'm going to glue down that flower, And I will definitely have one more layout, or actually two more layouts this week. I will have one on Thursday the 18th, or I guess that would be, yeah, Thursday the 18th, and then Friday the 19th. Friday will be Color Rush Studios, and the 18th will be an acrylic layout. More than likely, it will be my train kit, and I will have at least those two. I'm not sure if I will have anything for the rest of the week um, on Wednesday, or I didn't have one yesterday for Monday. Um, I've been struggling a little bit with the mojo. So we'll see if the mojo comes back. I definitely have lots of photos to scrap. I just need to find ideas. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.